Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. I'm of course George. Welcome along to the channel everybody, and it's another second, it's a 2-day upload day again today. It's our second upload of the day today, and we are talking in this upload about the outgoings at Leeds United. So I've decided to split the two transfer rumours, a video for incomings and then focus solely on the outgoings on another video. And there's two, obviously. We're talking about outgoings. They are big players obviously that potentially could be on the way out of Leeds United in the summer, which we would surely obviously miss these guys' presence in the team, on the pitch, but you know, they are linked to moves away, and I'm sure everybody knows who I'm talking about. We'll talk firstly then about Rapha, and Rapha obviously has this kind of saga going on with Barcelona, who are in all sorts of bother again and reportedly can't even register free transfers for the upcoming season. So how they're going to stump up 50 plus £1 million for Rapha, I have no idea. But Fabrizio Romano, of course, who else? Very well respected journalist, of course. He has come out with another update on this situation. It's there for you to see, and yeah, he's saying basically Leeds won't take anything less than €55 million, which is £46.7 million, I believe, which still to me isn't enough, but that they won't take anything less than that. Basically, I do think eventually, if he does go, Rapha will go for more than £46 million. I believe we'll probably fetch about 60 million probably for him. But yeah, Fabrizio Romano goes on to say that Leeds will not accept any kind of instalment payments. It's basically pay up front or don't pay and don't get him, basically, and that's what they wanted to do. Fabrizio Romano has said though that Barcelona has been Rapha's priority since February, and that might account for why he was a little bit off in some games leading into the crunch time of the season, and obviously, again, like I said at the time, I do believe that obviously the elation of the situation in the moment there, he was overtaken with all of it. Was Rapha after that Brentford match, but I do think as well it was partly relief that we didn't go down, and now he can move on with a clear conscience, like I said at the time, with because we've stayed up, and he has been a massive part of obviously us staying up. But yeah, Fabrizio saying that Barcelona has been his preference for a few months now, but it doesn't look like Barca can get the deal done, in all honesty. He has then said at the bottom there that other clubs have entered the race. We've heard it in the past that Chelsea and Liverpool have both been interested. I'm sure anybody will take Rapha. Any of the top teams will be silly to turn down Rapha if they can afford him. And if somebody stumps up the right amount of money, I do think obviously Rapha will go. I don't think it'll be too long, unfortunately, before we see him in a different club shirt. But it is what it is. You can't hold on to these sort of players forever. When they're coming into the prime of the career and he's having the impact on our team, and not only our team but the Brazilian national team where he is at the moment, isn't he? You can't keep on to players for long when they play and they're performing like they are. So let's see where he ends up. Phil Hay has also said that the club, Leeds United, obviously are looking into alternatives should any club meet their valuation of Rapha. So the club are obviously looking around for other options. Let's wait and see what happens on that. I will cover another one in another incoming video soon. But yeah, I've seen one or two today that I might look at. So yeah, but there we go. Rapha, latest news. We won't take anything less than 55 million euros, and we do not want a staggered payment. And other teams are now coming in for him. Who do you think Rapha will end up at? Let me know in the comments there. Or do you think that we will keep hold of him? I've heard some people saying, oh well, we'll keep hold of him until at least January. Obviously then the World Cup happens. December the World Cup happens. His stock will have risen even further. So do we try and keep him, hold him until January? Let's see what happens at the World Cup and then sell him on for a bigger fee. Or, you know, I mean, he can't stand in people's way if he does want to go. And apparently he has told close friends that that he wants the move to Barcelona as well. I don't think there's been anything official in terms of a transfer request. There was rumours of that, but obviously nothing has happened as of yet. But yeah, moving on then to the second player, the second and last player I want to talk about in this outgoings Rumours Round Leeds video is Kalvin Phillips. Of course, 2 prize assets are on potential on the way out this summer for Leeds, which would, like I said, we would miss them greatly, and it would be a real shame and an effort to replace these players. But that's football, isn't it? But Kalvin, who's obviously like Rapha away with his national team at the moment. Obviously, it's England. Kalvin is with. You know, reports have come out about Manchester City wanting him, and we've heard things like Kalvin has just bought a new house in Leeds and things like this apparently. So, but that doesn't mean anything, because for me, Man City, if they're wanting you, they're reportedly saying that you know, they're prioritising a centre midfield incomer in a replacement for Fernandinho, and Gundogan, who I think is leaving as well, isn't he? They're prioritising the CM, and they see Phillips as, you know, Guardiola has said Phillips is his favourite. He wants Phillips basically, and you see if Man City come calling, they can just throw money at you, and you know, yeah, and I feel like Phillips, if a bid comes in upwards of sort of 60 million, 70 million, obviously then Leeds are going to accept it, aren't they? And he'll move on to Manchester City because, and we talk about, you know, I mean, Phil Hay, again in that article this morning, he spoke about the club were confident of maybe Phillips signing a new deal, even if it's just for another year. But if it's just for another year, you know, he might as well go now, really. You know, you get a good price for him and he goes, because, let's be honest, as much as we want, you know, highwards, upwards finish in the Premier League, we're not going to be able to give him what Man City can just give him like that, you know. He's already achieved England, he's regular with England, all that's missing for him now is trophies, and I believe that he's in a position now like never before. He'll never get an opportunity like this again, perhaps, in his career. Man City, all the money that he will be getting whilst playing for Man City is astronomical, you know, compared to what Leeds United can give him. I know he's a Leeds lad, he's got very much, he's got loyalties with Leeds, but, you know, there is a point where you probably just got to say, well, yeah, you know, I love Leeds United and everything of Leeds and everything like that, but, you know, this is a real opportunity for me to play at the highest level, win trophies, and also make himself absolutely financially secure, as I'm sure he probably is already, obviously, but even more so, stability and everything like that. So, you know, even more so what Man City can give him is massive. So, you know, let's wait and see. Obviously, Phil said maybe we can keep hold of him for another year. Personally, again, like Rapha, I think he'll go. I think he'll, you know, it's probably the time for Phillips to go. Man City will be his destination, I think, and it's just, for me, it is a matter of time, unfortunately, and we have to look at getting in players to replace these two very, very quickly. I know people talk about Jesse Marsh's formation, don't play with wingers, But you have to replace Rapha. He's got, what, 12 goals this season? You know, you can't just take that out of the team and not replace it. You have to. So, look, we'll wait and see. There still are players for the time being, aren't they? But let me know what your thoughts are. Will KP and Rapha still be Leeds United players come the closure of this summer window? Let me know in the comments there. I'll be back with another Rumours round Leeds, you know, in the coming days probably. But thank you very much for watching. There's been a lot of you subscribed to the channel recently, so thank you very much for that. If you're new here, keep doing that if you like the content what I'm putting out here. But thanks very much for watching. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.